Hi, I'm Laura Von Sagern here with the UTHealth Houston Mobile Training Unit. We created this unit for their team to train the future EMS professionals and professionals at hospitals around Houston in the care of people in emergency environments. There's a level 3 AV system on board that allows them to use a sim mannequin on a cot for that training environment inside the unit and broadcast it on a television outside for the rest of the students. It also provides a layer where they may take an extra camera set and things like that and have a pretend mass casualty situation, allowing them to do even more training and learn more.
On the inside of the unit, we've got a slew of cameras and microphones that will record any training simulation that's going on using a simulation man, and then also allow an audience here on the outside to be watching what's happening on the inside on a TV that deploys here on the outside of the unit. In this compartment right here, this is normally our IO or ALS compartment. It's got basically the brains of the whole unit. This is where all the cameras and microphones connect. And this is also, the cool thing about this is that it's a portable unit. So all of this can be unplugged and this entire box can come out to be set up at a different place, like say a fire station or a classroom or something like that. Right in front of it, this is in our transverse compartment. We have a little bit more storage for some pieces of the Gator box over here that can go portable. The main thing is that we have a TV in here. So this TV, this is a 55-inch outdoor rated TV and stand. It's mounted on this transverse slide that can go out in either direction. You can see we've got the TV mounted on this side because most of the action is likely to happen on this side. So you simply turn that and you can pull this whole thing out until it stops right there. So this allows easy access to the TV. You'll see it stored in a nice, soft, protective area. It's got a strap over it, lots of real thick foam so it won't get damaged, it won't get scratched. And then on the back side is a really simple but really effective tripod stand to hold the TV up nice and high in front of any crowd that may be watching what's going on the inside. This TV is receiving wireless data from the control laptop that controls the whole simulation, so that anybody watching this TV can see exactly what the instructor is seeing on that control laptop. This entire unit, just like any other Fraser unit, can be powered completely from the onboard generator, or it can be plugged into shore power for the exact same functionality, so that everything inside will have power and the AC will continue to work. It'll stay nice and cool on the inside. There's an awning over here, so if it's a particularly sunny or hot day, the awning can deploy out, provide a little bit of shade to anybody standing under it, shade for the TV and so on to make it a little bit easier to see. And then finally, to make it easy to set the TV up in sort of a more self-contained area, we've added this outdoor 120 GFCI receptacle on the outside to plug in the TV or anything else that may need power outside of the unit. As you can see, this is a pretty standard looking Fraser unit on the interior. It's got all the same cabinets and seating and functionality as any of our standard units. The biggest thing in here that you'll notice is that we've got 3 cameras up on the ceiling. We've got one on the front left over here. It's a pan tilt zoom. We've got another in the center that does the same thing. And we've got one in the back right that's an even bigger one that can zoom in really far to get really close into some of the training procedures they may be doing back here. All of these are connected to a box that's inside this compartment right here, accessible from the outside, and then it's all ultimately controlled from this control laptop right here. Being a laptop, it can go anywhere, but the main idea is that the person running the simulation can have this laptop, say, up in the cab, for example, separated from the simulation, controlling which cameras are going where, when recording starts and stops, and all that. Over here, we've got a secondary laptop that really serves as a media screen. This can be used for the instructor to throw maybe blood labs or some example vitals or a picture of an injury, a PowerPoint or any video, for example, to let the students know what they're working with. This tablet right here is a secondary device as well, that if there were an adjunct instructor outside, for example, they can walk around with this, watch all the same cameras, and they can comment on the instruction with timestamps as the instruction is actually going on. And of course, the focus of the training needs to be as real as possible. So we have a stretcher here that will be loaded with a high fidelity simulation mannequin that's capable of all sorts of different training modes and outputting vitals to real cardiac monitors like a Zola or a LifePak, for example. It will be hooked into the training system as well so that its vitals can be captured. That happens via this blue device that we have right here, we call the Epiphan, and this will take basically any video input, whether it's HDMI, S-Video, USB, and also put it into the system. So this acts as kind of the display, like a fourth camera. So you can take the actual vitals from the mannequin through a LifePak into here, and it gets recorded. And the students can respond to the vitals in real time without somebody having to kind of make them up as they go. For the audio-visual part and the cameras and whatnot, it's really a set it and forget it type situation. So really, as soon as you hit record, unless you want to pan your cameras around or zoom in on a particular procedure that they're doing, it's just recording in the meantime, and then the instructor can switch over to controlling the mannequin. A couple other interesting features in here. You'll notice we've got a big speaker up here by the side entry door. That allows somebody who's outside this unit to communicate with the students in here, maybe to give them a prompt or tell them that something just happened and they need to take care of it. The instructor who's running this laptop will be wearing a headset that has a boom mic on it, and they can talk to the students through that boom mic, and they can also hear what's happening in here via the microphone that's up in the ceiling. So that microphone will pick up anything that's happening back here from the students. If there's an instructor sitting and watching, the person controlling can also hear all that. Additionally, all that serves to really drive the training home if you've got a big group. We'll have a TV set up outside that shows a mirror image of what's on this control laptop. So the TV outside shows the cameras, any variety of the camera views, and it also has the sound, coming from inside, so that anybody outside watching can see and understand what's happening here. And at the very end of all the training, the training software processes the video, and then it's available for whatever host agency to review it at a later time or use it for some future training materials. So it's a pretty cool setup back here, but as you can see, it's a fully functional module that's got the seating and the cabinets just like a normal unit would. So it's got a high level of realism and is a really good training tool.
I hope you enjoyed the tour of the special features of this unit with David. We look forward to helping you get a unit of your own to start your training program. Please reach out to me at lvonsegern@frazerbilt.com. Also, go to frazerbilt.com to learn more about these special units, plus all of our specialty mobile healthcare units, including clinics and mobile stroke units. Thank you.